Welcome back friends, Prashant Kumar Sahu here to discuss on Spring Boot. In this video we will talk about Actuator. Okay, so what is Actuator? If you will go to this Spring initializer site, okay, so just go to the bottom. There is an Actuator. Okay, this Actuator says production ready feature to help you monitor and manage your application. So that Spring Boot provides predefines API, okay, that would be really helpful in the production environment. Okay, so there are some APIs is already available. Okay, there is a audit events, bean condition, config props, env, okay, health. In our RESTful API, whenever we create, so just we want to ensure in any kind of environment, whether it is QA integration or production environment, whether our API is up and running. So how will ensure? So for that they introduce this health. Okay, so this way these are some predefined, you can say, endpoint is available in Spring Boot. So how we will configure this endpoint in our Spring Boot project? Let's start. For that, what is required? There is one dependency is required. So just I'm uncommenting this dependency, actual dependency. Okay, that's it friend, we are done. This is the beauty of Spring Boot. So let's start our application. Just couple of seconds more. Yeah, start it. So we'll test from here. Spring health. Okay, see, starting up. There are some other, this endpoint we will test, info we will see, info. Okay, there is no information over here, but this endpoint is, we are able to hit this endpoint. Okay, so health info enable by default. So these are some endpoint which are enabled by default. If you scroll down, okay, see, by default these endpoints are enabled. If you will see env, so see, this env is showing unauthorized. Full authentication is required to access this resource. Okay, so how we can make it accessible, this endpoint? Okay, so for that there is one configuration is required. See friend, in our last video we enable our dev tool feature. So see how it works. Just enable feature. Sorry, over here. Fine. So management.security.enable, by default it is true, so just I am making as a false. Once I save, this application is restart. Now it's done. We'll see from our postman. Okay, initially it was throwing 401 status unauthorized. Now if I'll click on, see guys, now we are able to access this env endpoint also. So what we did, just one property modification we did, and we are good to go to test our env endpoint. So but these are the quite informative information which we should not expose to our end user. Okay, so they can this information basically is not required to them, or sometimes they can take some confidential information from this predefined API by Actuator. So it should be password protected. So how we will do that, let's see. For that we need to add one more dependency, Spring Boot Starter Security. That's it. Now application restarted. Okay, something went wrong, just shut down. Okay, we added our Spring Boot Starter Security. Okay, in property over here we make it security. Okay, see, now just we will enable our security feature, okay, which should be password protected. Just I am commenting this property so that our endpoint should be password protected. So let's start our application. Just couple of seconds it will take. In my machine it takes my 50 or 40 seconds. Okay friends, so let's again test. See, now we are not able to access this env endpoint. So what we need to do for password protected, once you will see over the console at the time of server start, okay, so it will generate a random password. So we can copy this one. Okay, once you will execute this project in your machine, you will get different password, so you can take that password. Okay, come over this postman. Okay, now click on authorization and type would be basic auth type. Okay, and password by default user is username it's user, and paste it the password. Okay, click on update request. Now click on send. See guys, again with this auto generated password, okay, with this username user, we can able to access this env endpoint. So this is password protected. But fine, we can able to access this endpoint with application generated password, but we should define our own password rather than this application generated password. So how we will do that, let's see. For that, what we need to do, okay, see, these three properties require. See guys, this management dot security dot enable, it should be basically true, so that's why I commented by default it's true. Then there is another properties requires security dot basic dot enable, which should be true, and security dot user dot name, just I am passing over here admin, and security dot user dot password I am passing as a root. So once I'll click on save, application server restarted. See, it's done, started. Now if I'll go to my postman, click on send with our old password, it won't work. Now what we need to do, this basic auth, we need to pass admin password as a root, update request. Now click on send. See, our user defined username and password is working, okay, to access our env endpoint. Okay, there is one more point to discuss in this video, which is, okay, yeah, there is a current port we are having 8080. So this is the 8080 port we will use in our user defined APIs. So these are these actuator APIs. Okay, actuator endpoint, this is the management, this is for the management. So just we are changing this port, okay, from 8080 to 9999. okay, just I'm taking this property and putting over here. Okay, now click on save. Okay, application is restarting, it's done. Go to, click on save. See, currently this is port is 8080. It won't work. Now we need to modify our port double line and click on send. See, now our management port is switched from 8080 to double line with this just one property management dot port. So nothing else we need to do to make this port change. Now there is a last point in this actuator. We can customize our endpoint. Okay, so how we'll modify our endpoint? Just we need to add these three property. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, by default health, health. So with this endpoint health, what I'm trying to do, just I'm trying to modify this health endpoint. So how we'll do that? With this three property endpoint dot health dot id. So initially there is a health, I modify it as a app health, and another property is endpoint dot health dot sensitive equal to true, then endpoint dot health dot enable equal to true. So these three properties require to customize our endpoint. So just I'm saving this file. Application is restarted with tab tool. It's done. Now come over here, click on send. See, not found. This health, now this health is changed from health to app health. I modified the endpoint and click on send. Now it's working. So guys, this actuator is quite useful in the production environment. Okay, in your integration environment, right? So yeah, for this video we are done. Okay, we will meet in next video. Thanks for watching.